All right, thank you so much for staying with us on the program. Let's now start the conversation. Like I said earlier at the intro, I have someone who is a cybersecurity expert and a data analyst who understand the cybersecurity space. How can your money be safe? Not just your money alone, your investment. Because when some of these boys or these guys who are smarter than you reach out to you, telling you things you don't know, and they want to wipe off your hard-earned wealth, what do you do? The expert is live for me in the studio, the person of Ehiswara Isi Omegberale. I hope I pronounced that name properly well. Okay, he's a data analyst and a cybersecurity expert. It's a pleasure to have you join us this afternoon.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let's start with something that is very key to CEOs that keep them awake all through the night. What is some of the most dangerous cybersecurity threats that most organizations are completely blind to see in an era where so much happens within the space of 2 seconds? Everything you just labeled for will just be wiped out.
Well, you're absolutely right about the stakes.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Most CEOs do not actually sleep at night.
Okay.
Because there's a perfect storm out there.
Yeah.
And that is AI in combination with cyber attacks and defenses. Supply chain attacks have become more prevalent
Yeah.
due to AI. And here's what happened. Developers that are developing these codes
Yeah.
are using AI assistants.
Okay.
And attackers are still using the same code and poisoning the same pipeline.
Oh.
So it's like having a Trojan horse, do you understand, directly into your software.
Yeah.
Do you understand? An example, if you make a research, is the SolarWinds attack.
Okay.
And that's just a child's play compared to what's going to come up
Yeah.
later. So imagine a 1,000 software developers, right? Simultaneously compromising systems
Yeah.
through AI-generated backdoors that are virtually undetectable by any traditional security means. So these are the kind of challenges that keep CEOs at night.
Okay. So when you talk about these AIs now that the same attackers are using in terms of trying to reach out to the CEOs that keep them awake at night, how did these people get some of these same softwares that the CEOs have? Is it like the system is prone to them being able to just access it and nobody regulates? Is that what really happened?
Exactly. The field of AI is still very novel.
Okay.
So as it's evolving, different countries
Yeah.
have data governance laws
Okay.
that can protect, you know. But most of all this is open source. With Google, you can have access to a lot of information
Yeah.
that can make you dangerous.
Yeah.
That can defy traditional security mechanisms.
So what are some of the potential promising, how will I put it now, defense that some of the CEO can put forward in order to pin or to build it in the mud, in order for it not to go beyond where it is right now? Because if CEOs are scared, what happened to the common person who is not even a CEO? So what should be some of the defense that should be put forward?
Well, thank you very much for that question. Right now, zero trust
Yeah.
architecture
Okay.
combined with behavioral analytics
Yeah.
is revolutionary.
Okay.
But it requires a complete mindset shift, not like the traditional security that assumes everything inside the network is secure. As long as we have walls, we have firewalls, we have routers, everything seems secure.
Yeah.
But zero trust assumes breach already. It's just like a house, and everybody in the house, you assume they have family members. No, not
But some
everybody.
persons are not real
Exactly.
family members.
These are not really family members.
So some could be spies.
But they're already through the front door.
Yeah.
So zero trust architecture just makes sure that you continuously try to authenticate these issues, try to find out these people living under my roof. You don't really have my best intentions.
Yeah.
So you can see that a lot of people now, these are installing CCTV cameras.
Yeah, in order to monitor what's happening.
To their children, do you understand? So when you combine this with AI and behavioral analytics, you can actually form some kind of defense.
Okay. All right. Speaking of the data, we are also generating more information ever than we should be. How much data are we talking about, and why should the ordinary people be involved in some of this data? What should be the reason why the ordinary man who is not really an expert in cybersecurity, why should they be involved as well?
Thank you very much for that question. You see, if you look at the statistics,
Yeah.
it's really alarming. Humanity every day creates 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. That's equivalent to like
daily.
Yes,
daily.
That's equivalent to like 90 years of HD now. We're using HD camera, right?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So just imagine 90 years of this HD camera, this HD data in a single day. 90 years of this footage in a single day. That's kind of information and data. So data now is power. Do you understand? Critical insight into data isn't just information now, it's power. So, for example, now your smartphone gets to know when you are sick before you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your banks get to know that you are getting the divorce before your spouse does.
Oh, wow.
And your cars happen to predict when an accident is
about to happen. So it prompts you ahead.
Exactly.
So you know what to do, the precautions to take.
So the question is not whether this data exists, it's
who controls it, exactly.
and how they use it to influence our decisions.
Okay. So talking about who controls it and how it should influence our decision, who really controls it? That is a question on its own now. Who really does?
Well, that's concept.
Yeah.
We're talking about something more sophisticated than manipulation.
Okay.
We're talking about predictive human behavior.
Yeah.
You see, traditional manipulation tries to change your mind after you have formed an opinion. Do you understand? But modern day analytics does not even give you the benefit of forming an opinion.
Okay.
Do you understand? In the first place, it controls all the information you see. And that's the difference.
Oh, okay. We'll have to go on a short break now. It's a conversation that does not have an end, like I would always say. But let's take a little short break. When we come back, we'll delve more into this conversation before we begin to call it a wrap on the program. Stay with us as we go on a short break. All right, thank you very much for staying with us still on the program. We're still looking at cybersecurity and data analysis, fighting the crime on the cyberspace. How do you, as an individual or as an organization, as a CEO, as someone who is a chief of an institution, you have a big conglomerate that you've invested so much in, or someone who seems to be smarter than you just come out and the next 2 hours or 3 hours max, they wipe you or strip you of your wealth that you've accumulated over the months, over the years, as the case may be. We're making sense out of cybersecurity, data analysis. An expert is right with me in the studio, and we've been having a conversation about this. Now, talking about fighting back, how do we really fight back this menace or this threat to the system? How can, whether CEOs, whether individuals, whether someone who probably a novice who may not really understand how the cyberspace work and how data analysis really work, how do they fight back in situations like this?
Well, thank you very much for that question.
Yeah.
It actually requires strategic thinking.
Okay.
Not just technical solutions. First of all, I would advise that we diversify our information guides.
Okay.
You see, all our news, shopping, and entertainment comes through personalized algorithm.
Yeah.
You understand? So we are living in a reality bubble designed by someone else. Second, we have to practice data minimization.
Yeah.
Most people just install apps without
reading the terms and conditions and knowing what it is.
Most of the time, if I have a lecture, I ask, how many people here have read the manual to their phone?
Who does? Not only your phones, your gadget at home, your TV, your fridge, your ceiling fan, they have manuals. But obviously we don't have that time, we don't have the patience to do.
Exactly. So you have to practice data minimization.
Yeah.
Every app, every service, every device. Go through, that's why I advise Android. Most people, they have their thing for iPhones.
Yeah.
From a security standpoint, Android, at least from Android 10 and above, gives you the ability to regulate the kind of information that these apps have access to.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's one, you minimize your data.
Yeah.
Then thirdly, you talked about legislation.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to support legislation that helps you protect the data.
Okay.
I think recently cybercrime laws.
Yeah, it was passed into law.
That's one of the initiatives that can really help protecting ourselves.
All right. As an expert that you are in this field now, in the next 5, 10, or the years ahead, as the case may be, what do you see? How do you foresee the cyberspace and the data analytics system in, let's say, 5-10 years to come? What do you project? A projection.
Thank you very much for that question. We're heading towards what I call algorithmic sovereignty.
Okay.
You see, nations will rise and
And
fall
fall. Yeah.
based on their ability to protect and leverage data.
Okay.
An example is China. China is already weaponizing data through their social credit system, turning information into social control.
Okay.
Europe is fighting back. Right now, Europe, they are fighting back with GDPR and regulation, trying to make sure that all the big tech companies preserves the individual privacy. The US is caught in the middle of tech companies acting like digital nation states that sometimes have more power than governments.
Yeah.
So the countries that have data, an example is TikTok.
Okay.
The recent battle.
Mhm.
It's all about data.
Yeah, it's all about data.
Data is the new oil.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's now the new oil, more than the normal oil. Okay, talking about preparedness ahead, are we really prepared? Whether as an individual, as a CEO, as a nation per se, are we really prepared to fight back? Because it seems like something is coming that people are not ready, or people are not seeing the dangers ahead. Are we ready to fight it back?
Well, I think we're already, organizations are already fighting for tomorrow.
Okay.
With yesterday's weapons. You know, as every day progresses,
Yeah.
today's weapon.
Because it sounded like a warfare, but not a warfare where you have to carry gun
Yes,
and carry
very
arms.
traditional
A warfare
warfare
with
with
carrying guns,
building
arm and ammunition, and all that.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you look at current wars now, you understand, everybody's fighting technology.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm.
And there's people are ramping up drone factories.
Absolutely.
Bringing a lot of economic stability. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we need to think of data as our DNA. You understand? It's out there. So one has to be careful
Okay.
what you post out there. Sensitive information.
Sensitive information shouldn't be going out. Yeah.
But everybody's just posting everything out there.
People don't even have privacy again with the whole. So the place of artificial intelligence, do you see AI as also maybe an alternative to help fight back these menace in the society with the whole data breaches and cybersecurity crime? Can AI per se be able to help us fight out as we begin to wrap up?
Well, that's fascinating. Thank you very much for that question. Definitely, AI deployed ethically.
Okay.
There's an ethical deployment of AI, and with diversity, can protect and actually increase a nation's GDP. The answer.
Okay.
AI is said to replace jobs, but only for those that don't evolve.
Okay. All right. So as we wrap up, lastly, what should business leaders, CEOs, like we started with, people who have institutions, companies, not just them alone, even individuals at home, the person who is not really too educated per se, that is not really schooled. Some persons may be educated, but they don't understand, because this is a field on its own. It's a discipline on its own. People are experts, just like we have lawyers and experts in law. We have medical doctors, experts. So what do the person who is not an expert in this field will be able to do in order for them not to fall victims, and the CEO generally, as we wrap up?
Constant literacy.
Okay.
Programs whereby people are educated and informed.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Irrespective of the medium.
Okay.
Can use local languages for those that do not speak English but speak our local parlance.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We can bring or disseminate such information to
Okay.
them about why they need to protect their data.
All right.
As data is the new oil. So CEOs and other organizations, they already are making waves into proactively protect data. Now everybody knows that with the current law and existing laws to be made in the future,
Yeah.
companies and individuals might be held liable
For breaches.
Yes.
And when they are held liable, there should be penalties as well.
Yes.
Okay.
US, they have what they call HIPAA.
Yeah.
That protects the medical industry.
Okay.
Health and portability. They also have credit card governance regulations.
Yeah.
Protect. So as technology evolves, you know, our legislators, our Assembly members, our politicians need to look into how they can optimize and use it to better
the nation, rather than for the other part, the negative
Yes,
part, which might paint the nation as in a bad light in the international community.
yes,
Thank you very much, AC Omogberale, for joining us. But press for time, we need to go. Time is never enough when you're having some beautiful conversations like this, but we have to call it a wrap. Thank you very much
very much. It's a privilege to be here.
for your time. All right, that's the size of our package today on the program. God willing, next week we'll be back again with some more exciting topics that we'll have to look into. You need to know that thing you're posting out there, you're releasing to the public. You need to know the content of what you're giving out, and you need to know the people who have access to it, so you don't get scammed. You need to know how your money you have in your bank is safe, so that somebody don't call you overnight and tell you, I'm calling from so and so bank A, bank B. You start giving that information. At the end of the day, you are stripped of your hard-earned income in less than 1 second. I'll see you again on the next one, God willing, next week. I'm Lawrence Asifo. On behalf of my entire team, we thank you for being a part of the show. Bye for now.